Hi guys, welcome to another episode of A&O News. Episode here about news
Another
number
segment,
7.
another segment of A&O
Another
Nyusu.
segment
Yes,
of A&O News. So thank you, my partner in crime.
yes.
Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. If you know
Ooh, nice
Truman
one.
Show. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, we're bringing you another segment on the news of the week.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Yes.
Have you been,
Yes.
Jola? Have you been?
I've been all right. It's been an interesting week. A few things happening.
You're looking
But
particularly pretty today. So, tell
so
the
other days I've been looking
take the
war, should I say,
compliments.
to use a local word.
Take the compliment. Tell the people on the segment where you're headed to like this. You're looking like you're going for a date or something.
No, really. Nah, we just wake up like this, you know. We've been
Oh,
blessed.
I woke up like this. Cool, 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 cool. All right.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. So take us through what's first on your list.
All right, guys. So our first news is Toei. Well, I don't know how you guys pronounce it. Toei Animations. Toei Animations. The ones popular for say.
One Piece?
What do you do? What do you do? Yes. Why do you seem unsure? Come on, man.
No, it's
Any
because I thought
opportunity
maybe
to
they
say
say
One
One
Piece.
Piece is a good opportunity.
I know this is about One Piece anyway, but
yeah, no, yeah, obviously.
Yeah. So Toei Animation posted teaser visuals for One Piece's 1000th episode, the anime that is, because they're coming up on 1000 very, very shortly. I mean, depends on when you guys listen to this, but yeah, they're about to mark that. So that's crazy.
I had it's One Piece. You had any opportunity?
We like this drop too much.
We love it. Any opportunity?
I mean, there's still.
There are other laughs,
fair.
but
No, it's a good one.
I think his own is one of the best in there.
Yeah. It's not for me. I tried. I mean, I tried to try. So yeah.
You choked. Anyways, continue. Cool.
Yeah, so they're coming up on 1000, guys. I mean, there's still a few episodes in between, a little more than a few, but I think right about now they might be on about 993.
Yeah,
but they're coming up on 1000 very.
But speaking of which, the manga is ramping up, so it's getting to the point where when you're in the final battle sequence, that's where the manga seems to be.
So that means final stuff for. Sorry, guys, it's not a spoiler, but
it's not a spoiler.
They're wrapping up stuff for
I think they're doing so it's like the final. They're trying, the final showdown is where it's about to begin. So some of the people have started. Some of the people that need to lose have started losing. So it's like those battles are happening.
Okay, let's leave it like that. Let's leave it like that. Okay, cool. Because Uforo here has seen the future, and I'm still in the past because I haven't caught up with the manga. Yeah, but I will. I know I've been saying this for ages, but yeah.
Don't worry, you will. You have
so yeah. So summer season for animes are also closing up. It's getting to that time, and the fall will be coming up very shortly.
Yeah, so I threw that in because obviously it's the gap between the next.
Gap. There's hardly ever a gap, really. But
Anyways,
I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
Yeah.
I actually like the thing they say at the train, so it's a good drop.
It's not bad. So summer season is ending. Summer season is ending, and there's been a few. I don't know how good it has been personally. Like a lot of them, I jumped on immediately, and I was like, "Wow!" But they were not.
You fell off.
No, I watched it to the end, but it's not like they were the greatest. Like, they gave you what you needed. Do you know how Jujutsu Kaisen gave you that thing and how what's the other one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever.
No, I mean there was no Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So there was nothing like that.
Maybe 5 seconds.
Even 5 seconds.
Maybe
do you know 5 seconds is great in the mentality of it, but the fights are awful. Like in a sense,
but not necessarily. Oh yeah. It doesn't actually ever give you.
The animation is horrible. Like I know they draw it. It's drawn differently. I know it's drawn differently. Like the characters are drawn so well. But when it is time to actually have a fight, they go into these 2-bit fighting, and you're like, what's going on? No, it's 8-bit. No, have you not seen the way they now change the drawing sequence?
No, like it doesn't. No. That's one of the things I need to catch up on. No, I've missed a few. So now that it's rounding up, I need to catch up a bit.
Yeah, the drawing sequence completely changes. So, but it's still, I would say it's one of the best ones that came out still. Peach Boy.
Oh yeah, Peach Boy. You know, I forgot.
Peach Boy is.
You were always a little more into it than I was. I was a bit further away.
I think Peach Boy is the story.
Has it ended?
Yes, I think that's finished season. The season has ended.
Oh, it's one of the ones that's ended. Yeah, okay. So that's who I have to catch up on.
So Peach Boy is good, but the story is not the best. The storytelling is whack. So I think
it was always. You think what? Sorry.
I said the storytelling is whack. So I think that it's one of those ones that animation. If they had taken the drawing and the sequence, the blood sequence, everything from Peach Boy, mixed it with the storytelling of Battle in 5 seconds, would have had a Jujutsu Kaisen level anime, like top level.
Well, maybe not Jujutsu Kaisen.
But I know I'm just trying to say top level. I'm trying to hype it up, but it's just those things that are missing. So yeah, I mean, there are some other ones here and there that I watched that I did not mind, but I think it's like now the Moonlight one. I actually like the Moonlight one, but the character is a bit too OP, so it never gets so serious. You know, when something is too OP that a character is too OP that it never really is serious. So it's always just like watching comedy. It's like watching a sitcom. It's not giving you everything. It's just giving you it's episode by episode. So yeah, Peach Boy, it was one of those ones that should have been great, but the story is not the best. But anyways, let me not stay on that.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. But yeah, they're wrapping up, and at least we know. Sorry, one last thing. At least we know. After we go we'll look at what's coming in the fall. But we know Demon Slayer
is back.
Comes soon.
Yeah,
we can look forward to that, man. The Red Light District. So what was it called? Something District.
Oh
I think it's Red Light District
this that's the one I was trying to remember when I said I couldn't remember the name because I was trying to remember the Japanese name. So as you said, Demon Slayer, but Demon Slayer is just going to be it.
Yoshiwara
District.
Is it Yoshiwara? You're trying to say?
Yeah. No. It's but I'm trying to say like either ways, it's going to be peak because there's going to what they gave us in the movie was good enough to make us excited for what is coming next.
Of course. I mean, without the movie, the season 1 was great. So
awesome.
Yeah. So yeah,
we need a few more of those ones. A few more animes like that, just to keep us on our toes, because it's not good to just have one or two. But anyways, moving on.
I mean, I'm sure there are some sleeping ones. They like hidden gems. That's always the thing, right? You just won't realize until later. You watch them later, and you're like, oh, this came out in so time. Oh, I didn't realize.
I do agree with hidden gems, but when a gem is hidden.
Yeah,
it's tailored taste. That's what it means. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Right. It's tailored to certain audiences. So we might enjoy it, but not everybody might enjoy it. But when something is not hidden, like Jujutsu Kaisen, like Demon Slayer, it's a baba, like Naruto, like all those ones, because there is nothing anyone can say that makes this not one of the best animes out there, because everybody's like on the same hype. And I think that's what I mean by we need more of these ones because the hidden gems are
fair
there.
enough.
I love them.
Enough. Yeah. Okay. Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi. Honestly, let me not try. Sorry, guys. Shang-Chi is actually an ongoing hit, and it's blowing up the screens. Apparently, it's still doing good, and I'm happy for them. I've finally seen it.
You've seen
it? And I'm waiting for my Aibo to see it so we can do a review as well. It took me a while to see it, so I don't blame him.
I'm pushing it to see it today because and I want so that we can do the review next week. Also, I need to add that we called it. I mean, both of us said that we believe it's going to be one of those ones that seem like it's not going to be a good one, but it's going to be good. And I'm happy that
I think for me it was when they had that last trailer. You know, when we're talking about the trailer for Shang-Chi versus trailer for what was the other thing, and I was like, versus Snake Eyes at the time, and I was thinking, I don't care about Snake Eyes anymore, but Shang-Chi is the one that is now. Are you okay?
No, my head just went into a whole.
My eyeball is looking a little.
My head just went into a whole headache, like when the pain just gets into your head from the side, but I'll be fine.
Sorry, it's because I mentioned Snake Eyes. I'm so sorry.
My eye just went. It's paining me. Snake Eyes, such an awful. Oh my God, Snake Eyes was. Oh no, it should just be no.
Yeah. But guys, Shang-Chi is doing good too. It does suck. Snake Eyes sucked ass, but
I couldn't
Shang-Chi
watch
is
it. I couldn't finish watching it, but so I'm looking forward to watching it today. Even the people that were very skeptical, I keep telling you, I have this friend that we all were into this thing as well, and he felt like, Snake Eyes is weird. So when he saw it came, I said, "You were right. It was going to be good." I said, "Yeah, I told you, it's going to be one of those ones that," and I'm happy for the main actor. I'm happy for him as well.
I am too.
Because I do like him. So.
Okay. So hopefully we can do a review on it soon. Even if it comes late, we will do it whenever it is. If 20 years later, we will do that review by force, by fire, by force. Like.
No, we'll do it. Anyway. Even if it's our children doing the review, we'll do it.
Right. All right, man. Netflix is also going to. I said also, like I mentioned them before. Sorry, guys. Netflix is going to be revealing the opening sequence for Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure of the exact dates they're going to be doing that, but it seems like they want to give people a little taste of what's coming, and fingers crossed for them. So fingers crossed.
I'm looking forward to Cowboy Bebop, but not like hype like the way I'll be looking forward to other things, because I'm looking forward to that because how do I put it? Because obviously it's Cowboy Bebop, but I'm also worried, and I keep mentioning it on this podcast, I'm worried about live actions. The only thing that is making me not so worried about this one is because of the cast. The cast is
looking decent.
The cast is looking well decent. So
although I know some people are giving the main guy grief, but I don't see why. I think he looks pretty okay.
Yeah, the cast is looking great. So I'm excited for that. So let's see.
All right. So on to you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Netflix are set to release Tiger King 2 later this year. So people that saw, did you see Tiger King 1?
No,
I didn't watch it as well. I wasn't interested as well, but people that saw Tiger King 1 will be able to, see Tiger King 2. Maybe.
Good for them.
But a lot of people enjoyed it. It was one of those ones that people would say, it was really good. And blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Then for me, the next one is, so speaking of kids, because I did talk about our kids would review Shang-Chi, if anything. But speaking of kids, Marvel is actually suing to block copyright of characters from going to the heirs. So what do I mean by the heirs? So basically, people that created characters. So let's just say if I created Peter Parker, Spider-Man, now they are trying to sue that character from the creation rights to go to my child. So they are trying to block it from me. You understand?
So they don't want
So they will pay me. They will pay me money because I created the character. So whatever they do, I get money for it. Now, let's say I die or whatever reason, or maybe my child should not inherit that.
Your royalties. So basically, they don't want royalties to move to the next generation.
I think so. And they had
really?
It's not just it's like Spider-Man, Iron Man. There are a lot of characters that involve, Ant-Man as well, all those characters. And there was in the filing, Marvel drew a parallel to the case involving Jack Kirby, who co-created the X-Men, Thor, and Iron Man. Kirby's has similarly sought to reclaim copyright of his creation. But the federal court sided with Marvel, finding that the characters were created under work-for-hire arrangements. Marvel's lawyers, led by Daniel something, say this case present virtually identical circumstances. So they've won. They're trying to look for the name that is something, right? That they don't want to try to batter. I could see your eyes go deep, like, what was this something that he did not want to batter? I did not want to
batter. Okay.
Well, yeah.
I'm going to give it a shot at that name. I think it could be something like Daniel Petrocelli. That's what I think.
Yeah, Petrocelli. Yeah, I mean, it looks like Daniel Petrocelli, but
Italian type of names. So
it looks like Daniel Petrocelli, but I was not just going to be bothered to try to to butcher the name. Then on the other, following that. So Fortnite's leak, and I only mentioned this not because I care about Fortnite, but Fortnite leak and an upcoming Monopoly crossover. So I'm only mentioning because I like Monopoly and I don't care about Fortnite. So it's more like
fair enough. I've seen a lot of, if that's the case, I've seen a lot of stuff for Fortnite where they've put Aloy, they've put Will Smith. They are putting a lot of things in there, but because I don't care about Fortnite, I don't bother mentioning it. They have a lot of characters they put in there that I like. But
Fortnite
I'm not a Fortnite fan.
They do a lot. They do. I think they do. They even do I think they do some anime crossovers or something like that. But I just saw it, so it piqued my interest. Then the next one for me is Tower of God. And I'm mentioning it's not because it's basically new, but because when I was reading it, I read the manual, so I noticed that the manual stopped for a while. So I think yesterday I switched my phone. I switched things to a different phone, and I lost. You will not lose, but you have to re-download all the apps. Will have to re-download again in the new phone. When they were downloading, obviously my manga app was not downloading. So I was like, what's going on? I'll check, and I checked and I saw that it said the app is no longer in the App Store. So I was like, again, they've been doing that thing that all the apps have just been disappearing from all the manga apps that we used to use. It doesn't exist anymore or something like that. It's been happening in the Play Store as well. So I went into I had to go into a whole research and start looking for what's going to be next, what manga app I'm going to use. And I found one called Manga Up.
Okay. You found one called Manga Up on the Apple Store.
And the Apple Store.
Yeah.
Interface is great. Loading is great. Okay. It updates and they have a lot. They have, when I know a manga app is good is when they are they have you can pick what source they can use to populate what mangas you're looking for. So I always use One Piece as a yardstick, by the way. I'm just giving people I use One Piece as a yardstick because One Piece is not on a lot of manga apps, number one. Number two, even if there are, you will find out that they're 5 weeks behind. So if you want they are old. So if you want to really find a proper manga app, use One Piece as a yardstick. Then not only use One Piece as a yardstick, find out the dates. So this one I now had to find the right source. The source that I'm now using, everything has the One Piece that came out yesterday. And I was like, hey, now I'm doing. Then I went to go and check the manuals that I liked, Solo, Leveler, all of them.
Why don't you just use Webtoons like everybody else?
Because Webtoons doesn't have. I don't want to be doing.
Tower of God is there.
No, I don't want
everything is there.
I don't want to be. It doesn't have.
Oh, you don't want to share. No,
I don't want to.
That's why I said manhwa.
I know. Okay, that's why I don't want to be switching. I used to use. Remember, I used to use Webtoons a long time.
I know you do. I know. But that's why I was wondering why you stopped.
When I found
one that had everything.
Yeah, it felt nice. It spoilt me, and I was like, now I'm not gonna use any. I'm not gonna go to anything.
Sell out.
Yeah, so
sell out.
That's not selling out. That's just being smart.
No, there's some. No. There's something about the fact that because Webtoons is Webtoons, so you must have it. Even if you don't, you must have it and find a reason to at least use it for something. Because Webtoons is just Webtoons. I mean, come on, man. Do you know what I mean, though? Do you know what I mean?
I disagree.
No.
We'll have to agree to disagree to agree, and whatever that comes next. But still, okay. I'm just saying.
On behalf of this podcast, I am making Webtoons. I will support you guys.
No, Webtoons definitely deserve support. I'm not trying to say. I just don't want to be switching between.
You just like your stuff.
I don't. Yeah, I don't want to be switching between things. But anyways, that was that start. So I now noticed that. What's the name? I noticed that Tower of God has resumed. So I just thought that maybe in case some people that used to read it, they should know that there's at least 7 new episodes that are out, or 7 new chapters rather that are out, and all of that.
Okay.
And the second to the last.
Actually, now that I mention it, I think I have been seeing notifications on my Webtoons for Tower of God. Obviously, I'm not reading it.
Yeah.
I'm not reading it, but I've been seeing notifications for Tower of God. So yeah.
Speaking of which, do you do this as well? I'll just ask you now. When I've done it with One Piece before, and I've done it with Tower of God like yesterday. When there is when you're about to you're in an arc or a setting, and especially in the manga, and they want to fight, or there's something that is supposed to be happening. But then there's one time that they will now be populating the manga with so many words. Like, you now have to take your time reading. Then you're like, you know what? I'll just use my eyes and picture and understand what's going on and not read everything word for word. Like, let me just
send this to me before.
Let me just skip it a little bit and not just go, I mean, you try as much as possible to capture some of the words, not direct skipping. You try as much to capture the gist of what's going on. But sometimes it can be such a mistake to be reading it intensively and nothing is happening. It's just like, guys, just you can make this more concise. Like, it does not have to be this wordy.
Word heavy,
yeah. I just wanted to mention that because I did it with Algo yesterday. There was one of those, they were explaining the rules of a game, and I was like, oh my God, I'm not interested in knowing the rules of this game. I just was just
you will figure it out as you see it, though. Whatever.
Exactly. I was just like, I will figure this shit out when it's happening. I mean, when I see something, I'm like, oh, that's what it means to lose. But to explain it to me word by, and you know what? Sorry, I'm just going to stay on this for like 1 second. You know what? Speaking of which, they do it in bloody animes too sometimes, and it pisses me off as well because they would spend some animes
explaining stuff.
They spend a long time explaining the rules of a game. I understand but sometimes it's like it's like the whole episode is spent
you know what?
Explaining the rules of the game. I am like,
and you know the funny thing, sometimes that what the explanation is, even because they're talking too much, is too much. I'm like, by the time I watch it, I'll figure out what's happening. Explain what you're explaining, and I'm like, okay.
Sometimes I just want to figure out the thing. Well, I mean, you can give it a little bit of spice, a little bit of an explanation to just drop 1 or 2 things here, but don't give it word for word. Oh, when a child is born, is something. You need to understand this. You need to do that. I've come with a new analogy today.
Uforo's analogies, that deserves its own little small segment and just all the things you say.
I just have to drop one every episode. I don't even understand where it comes from, but my brain just picks the most random thing to attach to the most, and I'm like, anyways, painting a clear picture. Then the second to the last one, because as we like to do in this podcast, we always end on a sad note. So I'm just sorry to laugh about it, but it's
not funny. No, yeah, we're not laughing at that.
I'll say the second to the last one first.
Yeah.
Super Mario Bros. Super Mario Brothers. We know and love Super Mario Brothers. We've played it. It's one of the things that started us off in the gaming world. That's where a lot of people's origins come from, Nintendo SNES, SNES, that's where everything comes from. We still need that. Perfect.
We still need to do, what are you going to say? We still need to do it.
Our episode.
Yes.
Episode. We're putting it off. We've not given the people what they want. But anyways, so on the 21st of September 2022, you guys have a movie to look forward to, and it's Super Mario Brothers. It's coming out next year, December. And it's
that's very far off. I didn't. It's star-studded, right? Go on.
It's quite the cast that is in there. I'm like, okay, so Chris Pratt is Mario. Super Mario is Mario himself. Charlie Day is Luigi. Anna Taylor-Joy, she's Princess Peach. She's the one that was the main character in Queen's Gambit, if people don't know her. Jack Black is Bowser, so he's the evil guy. Seth Rogen is Donkey Kong, and Key and Peele, you know them very well. So Keegan Michael Key.
I love this guy.
Is Toad.
Yeah,
so this is going to be. It's going to be something. It's going to be something.
I'm sure they're going to have so much fun on set.
So much fun. It just seems like you can throw marijuana into that mix and it will change a lot of things.
Man.
Because you just look at Seth Rogen, Jack Black, Chris Pratt, all of them, just sprinkle some weed in there and then you're having a blast. It's all of a sudden, maybe who knows, they'll supply them with that to just make this movie. They can do that. Anyways, I would leave the next one. Jola, can you?
I won't say anything about that. Yeah, so, okay, just a little bit before the sad news, I would just say real quick that for those who want to know, Shang-Chi is going to be coming out on Disney Plus on November 12th. Like, we all know they were going to wait about 45 days, but the date itself is going to be November 12th that it's going to be out on Disney Plus. And then we can watch it over and over and over and over again. I know a few people that have seen it like a couple of times at the cinema already.
Exactly.
I would love to, actually. I don't know if I have the time.
We can watch it on Disney Plus over and over and over on Disney Plus.
Yes.
Guys.
Along with all our what if. Can we move on? I know what you're doing, but can we move on? Thank you very much.
Pay for Disney Plus.
We can work it on Disney Plus. You're an idiot. Anyway, guys. So the somber note. And I wanted to say this especially because so Willie Garson has passed away, and this is the guy that was best. Yeah. So do I. That's why I really wanted to say this. He was in White Collar, for those who watch White Collar as Mosey. But I know him especially from Sex and the City as Stanford. If you guys watched, those that watch Sex and the City, was her gay best friend. I know, sadly, but it was a really good show. I watch it it's one of those things where you need to just have the DVD.
Sorry, Friends or Sex and the City?
Anyway, Friends. Come on. Okay.
I just wanted to know where your
Friends is all time, but Sex on Friends, but Sex and City is very close. But it's just they're very different shows. But Friends is all time. I mean, come on. But yeah, no, he passed away at the age of 57, and that's really sad.
That's sad. We've lost a couple of people this year already, and it's crazy. It's actually absolutely mad. Absolutely
tons. Mad. Yeah. Anyways. I don't know the reason, but yeah, it's just a sad one. So yeah, we'll wrap that up, guys.
We'll wrap that up, guys.
News for the week.
Yeah.
Till next time.
Till next time, guys. Thank you for listening, being a part of this journey. Like, subscribe.
Yeah. All the usual stuff. Yeah.
And see you next Nyusu.
Yes, next Nyusu. Bye, guys.
Bye.